Okay, we're taking a look at two e-bikes today that are very similar. We have the Level.2, which has a torque sensor, and we have the Pace 500 third generation, which also now has a torque sensor. We're going to show you both of these bikes up close and personal so you can hopefully make a better decision on which one may be best for you. There'll be links in the description to both of these bikes if you're interested in purchasing one for yourself. Doesn't cost you a penny more, and it certainly helps the channel if you use them. So let's go ahead and get started. Color options for the Pace 500 step over are going to either be camouflage or midnight black. For the step through version, the options are going to be ghost white or blue steel. For the Level.2 in the step over version are either going to be clay or glacier. For the step through version, the options are either going to be polar or Himalaya. Both of these bikes are going to have a 500 watt 48 volt brushless hub motor. Both bikes have throttle on demand. Both of these bikes are going to come 20 miles per hour out of the box, and both can be unlocked to 28 miles per hour with pedal assist. The Pace 500 is going to have a 48 volt 12.8 amp hour battery that's removable. And the battery in the Level.2 is going to be a 48 volt 14 amp hour battery. Both bikes are going to charge with a 48 volt 3 amp hour fast charger and expect the charge time to be between 4 and 5 hours. The battery is on the top side of the down tube on the Pace 500 third generation. And on the Level.2, the battery is mounted on the underside of the down tube and also has a safety latch. The key is for removing the battery, it doesn't start the bike. Both of these bikes are going to have an easy to read color LCD display, and they're both going to connect to the Aventon app. The big news on both of these bikes is they both have a torque sensor. The pedal assist levels will be slightly different on these two bikes. On the Level.2, you're going to have pedal assist level 1 through 5, and on the Pace 500 you're going to have Eco, Tour, Sport, and Turbo. So 4 levels of pedal assist on the Pace 500 and 5 levels of pedal assist on the Level.2. Both of these bikes with their torque sensors are going to have a range of up to 60 miles. According to the website, the weight on the Pace is 52 pounds and the Level.2 is 53 pounds. Both bikes are going to have alloy pedals with reflectors. There's no suspension on the front end of the Pace 500. However, the Level.2 has zoom front suspension, adjustable with lockout. Both have similar rear kickstands to the back of the bike, really where they belong, so you don't catch it on the pedals. Both have 8-speed Shimano trigger shifters. Both bikes are going to have Tektro hydraulic disc brakes with 180 millimeter rotors. Both bikes are going to have 27.5-inch tires. The seat post on the Pace 500 is a 30.9 millimeter. The seat post size on the Level.2 is 27.2 millimeters. Both have 2 bolt clamps. The seat clamp on the Pace is going to be a 34.9 millimeter quick release, and the seat clamp on the Level.2 is going to be a 31.8 millimeter quick release. Both are going to have ergonomic comfort grips with locks on them. The Level has locks on both ends of the grips, and the Pace has them toward the inside. Both you can have a side mirror mounted, as I do here. The Pace 500 has a Shimano Altus derailleur, and the Level.2 has a Shimano Acera derailleur. So you power both bikes up now just by holding down the power button. The power button on the Pace 500 is in the center, and on the Level.2, the power button is on the end. Both bikes have double-sided chain guards. The finer details do make a difference. On the Level.2, the front and rear fender, including the back rack, comes standard on the bike, where on the Pace 500, you would need to purchase them both separately. The Pace 500 step over is a large frame, And on the Level 2 is the large medium, which is a step-through frame. The tread pattern on both tires is very similar. Slightly firmer seat on the Level 2 than there is on the Pace 500. Both bikes are going to have the same small but very bright LCD light. The Level 2 has taillights on both sides of the back frame, along with a taillight on the back fender. The Pace 500 has taillights on both sides of the frame as well, including turn signals. The handlebars on the Pace 500 are swept back more in a cruiser style, opposed to the Level 2 where they're going to be a little bit straighter. So you can expect to probably lean forward a little bit more on the Level 2. Many people are looking at these two bikes side by side now that there's a torque sensor on the Pace 500 3rd generation. And these bikes are very similar in size and stature. The Level 2 looks a little bit larger in girth on the down tube, whereas though on the Pace 500 3rd generation, it looks a little bit more narrow and sleek. Because both of these bikes have torque sensors, they're very compatible bikes, and people are really looking at these two side by side and wondering which one's going to be best for them. Okay, that's going to do it for this one. The comparison video between the Level 2 and the Pace 500 3rd generation for two bikes that are very similar. They also have some pretty big differences. I want to thank you for watching the video, and hopefully this helped you get a little bit closer to your decision on your next purchase of an e-bike, if it is one of these two bikes. Remember, there'll be links in the description for both. Doesn't cost you a penny more, and it certainly helps the channel. So like always, thanks for watching, ride safe, have fun, see ya.